Parenting is hard, but there are two compelling reasons why it's totally worth it. I was asked recently to do a television spot on this very topic. By the end of this video, you'll have those two compelling reasons why it's totally worth it to do the hard thing.
Reason number one is that parenting is the best thing we can do to solve the world's problems.
Probably all of the world's problems, don't you think? This is where all solutions begin.
So you got to explain that more, because that's just a really daunting.
You know what, let me tell you a little story about a time when I was in a seminar with Dr. Bessel van der Kolk.
Okay.
He's one of the leading experts in the world on dealing with trauma and therapeutic interventions.
Right. He does a lot with post-traumatic syndrome, right?
Right, post-traumatic stress disorder, people who've experienced hard things in their life, and who hasn't, really.
Right, exactly.
But I remember in this seminar, it was, I think, day 3 in the seminar, when he put his materials aside. He was up there at the lectern and he just put everything aside and he leaned forward a little bit and he said, you know, what it comes down to is this. If we want to do a better job solving the world's problems, we need to help parents do a better job raising their kids.
That's a big statement.
The whole workshop came down to that. And I think it's because this is where the minds and hearts of tomorrow's adults are shaped.
Yeah, and you know, there's so many issues that we can address as a parent in a pretty natural and confident way when we have the tools. You know, like anxiety that is just so prevalent in our world right now. And one of the first and best places to handle that is in the home, in the most loving of environments and relationships, the relationship that has the highest just natural trust that's given and earned since an infant.
I think most of us have a pretty innate sense of this, that parenting is really important. From a psychological standpoint, one of the reasons for that is this is where the programming happens.
Right.
Now think about programming for a minute, like language. Whatever language you speak as your native language, you didn't choose to speak. You were programmed by people who didn't even give you a choice. And it's not just language, it's how we see ourselves, it's how we see the world. All of these things are programmed in at a very young age. And so that's why parenting is the best way to solve all of the world's problems.
One of the things this brings up is oftentimes if you hear this message as a parent, you think, oh great, I have caused all of the world's problems. You know, and I deal with this. Many of you know I'm a speech language pathologist, and I have many children that I work with, small children who stutter. And it's interesting when I talk to the parents because I give them one of the best ways to treat childhood stuttering. It's really the only great way to do it is to involve the parents. Just modify some environmental things, but it's really important for them to understand that they did not cause the stuttering.
Yes.
And even though they didn't cause it, there are things they can do to help it. And I think that's kind of the same message we're giving these parents, is that you have not caused the world's problems in the way that you've parented, but you do have the ability to influence and shape the solution for these issues.
Being part of the solution does not mean that you caused the problem.
Right. So I just want to get that really clear right from the beginning. We're going to give you some tips in parenting that can help model and shape and change the trajectory of some of the issues that are going around, but it does not mean you brought them about.
Yes, thank you for saying that. And you might know some other parents who are feeling discouraged. Would you just take a moment to share this video with anyone you can think of who could use an encouraging message about parenting? Now, we promised you 2 compelling reasons. Reason number 2, parenting is the best personal development program on the planet.
So true. So true, because everybody who enrolls in parenting improvement, it's really interesting. Lily de Hoyos Anderson that said, the real outcome, the product of good parenting is the parent. It's not the children, it's the parent. It's who you
Yes.
become in the process. And so it's a great self-development, self-help when you engage in and invest in becoming a better parent.
I have had so many parents who I've coached over the years who have come to me later on, okay, after a process, after certain things are resolved with their kids or their family or whatever, and they'll come back to me and say, you know what? That changed me. That was a powerful growth experience for me. I like me better now that I've learned how to do some of this positive parenting.
Right.
And think about it. What other personal development program do you know of that has auto enrollment, multiple opportunities to practice, and huge rewards?
Right. You have it all in parenting.
You know, the programs that we run on our membership site, Live on Purpose Central, we've got a lot of personal development programs. And the way most people come in is by looking for help with parenting.
Oh, definitely. It seems accessible. When you want to help your child, you always want to do the best for somebody else. And in the process, that is the great thing. In the process, you get the best for you.
As a psychologist, I've been working with people on personal development for my entire career. And like you were just saying, Vicki, when it's about our kids, we're willing to go out there and do whatever we need to help our kids. Right? Once we get into that realm, we see that there's a lot we get to work on for ourselves. The other part about that I think is so compelling to me is that the best gift you can give your kids is a fully functioning parent. So as we work on ourselves, it actually puts us in a much better position to do a good job with our kids.
You know, parenting is challenging, and kids are going to be kids. There's going to be issues that come up simply because they're kids. This is an opportunity for you as a parent to kind of take control of yourself and make the changes that you want to see and that you want to be.
We've got your back on this. You don't have to do this alone. Take a moment to go grab the model that we share with all parents. It's about the stages of moral development. You'll see a URL on the screen right now, drpauljenkins.com/stages, and we will provide you with the model that all parents need to know to get started. Come back often for more help with the most important job in the world.